Hi, my name is Casey, and this is my Trek Remedy 8 2021 full review. Okay, so firstly, what is the Trek Remedy 8? Well, it's a 150mm travel trail/light enduro bike with 27.5 wheels and a 160mm fork. This model is the 8, so it comes with aluminium wheels and an aluminium frame. Alright, enough of the introduction, let's get into the review of the bike. Okay, so first up is climbing. This bike climbs really efficiently. I find it really good for climbing. It's got quite good anti-squat, and the seat tube angle could be a little bit steeper because I find in really steep climbs my front end kind of wants to lift up. Overall, I really like climbing with this bike. It's nice and light at 14 kilos, which makes it really good for climbing, and it's not a dead weight to pull up the hill. So yeah, really happy with the performance there. Let's move on to descending. Okay, on to descending. I find that this bike is really good on flow and jump trails where the 27.5s can like rip around the tight corners, and also it can get some nice pop off the jumps. I find that I need a lot less speed to clear jumps than my other 29er friends, which is a really nice trait to have. I find this bike to be quite good at tech. It holds its line well on light grade 4 tech trails. It doesn't get too flustered, but when it gets to really chunky sections like on grade 5 Taniwha, it can sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed, and sometimes it just struggles to keep up and hold its speed. I find that on hit after hit on chunky sections, the Remedy starts to lose its speed quite quickly because of the 27.5s not having that good rollover, so you just need to work a little bit harder when things get rough. I find that you need to be quite active on this bike, trying not to get offline or just to keep the bike under control when it's real chunky. But apart from insane tech trails, I really do like this bike for descending. It's good for everything in between, good all-rounder. It's just perfect for your average shuttle lap. I find that the suspension travel suits this bike really well. It's got 150mm in the rear and 160 fork. I find this travel to be perfect for this bike. I really don't have any harsh bottom outs on this, even on big huck to flats and drops. It allows me to run my suspension quite soft for my weight and keep it nice and supple. Alright, so now we're moving into the bike's nature, which also correlates with who's the bike for. I think this bike is perfect for me, somebody who likes flow and jump trails and can also do a little bit of tech. This bike is like a good middle ground. It's not a plow machine, but it's also not a light trail bike. It's just in the sweet spot in the middle. I really like this bike because it's nice and poppy, playful, because of the 27.5 wheels, and I also find it to be adequate on tech tracks and stuff like that. So if you just want a good time, throw the bike around, find some playful lines, this is the bike for you. Overall, I find this bike to be really good in all areas. It could do with some better tyres because these Bontrager ones don't have the best grip, and they're also 2.6 width. So if I was going to get new tyres, I would swap them out for Maxxis and maybe narrower tyres. Also, this bike could do with a 200mm rear rotor. It has a 200mm on the front, but it only has 180 on the rear. So it'd be nice to get a bit more braking power out of the back. So yeah, like I said, I find this bike good in all areas. The only thing that's holding it back is that it hasn't got 29ers. This is the latest crave these days, so my next bike is definitely going to have 29ers. But not everyone wants 29ers. It's not who the bike's designed for. It's always nice to have a 27.5 bike that you can throw around, improve your skills. It's actually sometimes a good thing to have 27.5s for learning. I find that with 27.5s, I have to make better line choice, find smoother lines, and it just teaches you good habits, not just to plow through everything with a big, brawly enduro bike. Just to wrap up the review, I really enjoyed this bike. I really like its playful nature. It's really helped me out with improving my skills, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who likes jumps, flow, and a really playful, nice handling bike. So yeah, that's my Trek Chrome 88 2021 full review. I'll see you next time.